Hi everyone, I'm Katie, an infant toddler Montessori teacher and registered early childhood educator. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the next 3 mobiles that you can introduce to your infant. In a previous video, I talked about the first 4 mobiles that we introduced, the visual mobiles. So that was the Munari, the Gobi, the octahedron, and the dancers. And today I'm going to talk about bell on a ribbon, ring on a cord, and the puzzle ball. So the mobiles that I'm going to talk about today are ones that you can introduce once your baby is looking for more opportunities to interact. So you've observed that they are starting to reach for their mobiles. They're perhaps lifting their legs and trying to kick their mobiles. They're looking to interact more with the environment, and these mobiles are going to satisfy that. So there's no specific age that any of these mobiles need to be introduced. Like I just said, they are introduced once you observe that your baby is ready for them. So the first one is bell on a ribbon. So the purpose of this mobile is to encourage reaching and grasping and to encourage interaction with the environment while receiving tactile, visual, and auditory stimulation. So as you can see, this is simply a bell tied to a nice colorful ribbon so that they can see it with an elastic at the top. So this would be super easy to DIY at home. Just make sure that the bell is large and make sure that it is securely fastened to the end of the ribbon so that it doesn't pose any sort of choking hazard and pop off. The other important thing to consider when introducing this mobile is that you just want to make sure that you're hanging it at a height where your infant is going to be able to interact with it. So you might need to adjust it until you get it into that right spot. So the next interactive mobile is wooden ring on a ribbon. Similar to the bell, the purpose of this mobile is to encourage reaching and grasping and to invite the child to interact with their environment. So once again, as you can see, super easy to DIY. All you need is a nice sized wooden ring that the infant is going to be able to grasp on a nice colorful ribbon. And it's also elasticized too, because as they interact with it, the ring is going to bounce around. They're going to be able to pull on it and things like that. So with that in mind, you also want to be really mindful of making sure that the play gym is nice and sturdy because they are going to pull on it. So you just want to make sure that it's not going to topple over. They may eventually even try to pull themselves up with the ring. So you want to make adjustments as needed as they're interacting with it. Sorry to interrupt, but if you have any questions about Montessori, just leave a comment below and remember to subscribe and I'll answer your question in a future video. Now back to the content. And then lastly, we have the Takane ball, or it's also known as a puzzle ball. This ball has many names, but if you just search for a puzzle ball, I'm sure one will pop up. But basically, this is just a very large, soft ball. It's made with a really interesting pattern, so lots of different spots for an infant to be able to grasp it. It also has a little bell inside. And you're going to want to attach it again to a nice strong cord, preferably one that is elasticized so that it's going to enrich their exploration even further. And the purpose of this interactive mobile is to encourage movement of the legs and to, again, invite the child to interact with their environment. Montessori communities often recommend this ball because it's one that's going to grow with your child. So, like I said, initially, it's used to kick. They're also obviously going to be able to reach for it. It's going to help to develop the grasp as well. But then once they've grown out of mobiles, they're then going to be able to use it as a ball, as a grasping toy. So you can DIY this one as well. I mean, there are patterns to actually make this ball if you are a sewer, but if not, you can also just use a large soft ball that's going to be safe for an infant to interact with. You want to make sure it's large because that's going to make it easier for them to sort of hit that target and develop those movements. So those are 3 more interactive mobiles that you can introduce to your infant once they're starting to look for more interaction. But you can also pretty much turn anything into an interactive mobile. Look at what you have around the house, what your child might be interested in. You could hang really colorful scarves for them to sort of bat and grasp and explore and all those things. Or you could hang like large papoose balls and sort of make your own mobile. Feel free to get creative. You just want to ensure that they are secure and safe for your little one to explore. So if you're interested in purchasing any of these materials, I will link to them in the description below, but also, like I said, super easy to DIY. I hope you found today's video to be interesting and informative, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, it really helps our channel if you like and subscribe. This helps other parents to find our channel. And if you have a question, feel free to comment your question below and we'll answer it in a future video. Take care. Bye.